Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Tesh Talk. This one is another behind the track, and as you can see on my screen right now, this one is called Faxing Berlin. Now, for all those who are Deadmau5 fans out there, you'll immediately know the track. It's a song that made Deadmau5 famous back in '08. It's a track that blew him up and just made his career go into the next level. I'm a huge fan of Deadmau5, obviously. I love his style. A lot of my influence is a little bit of Deadmau5 and a bit of that progressive house sort of style that he has. Um, yeah, huge fan. I got my mouse head up there as well. So in 2016, I did a cover of this track, Faxing Berlin, one of my all-time favorite tracks, and I added my little flair to it. And a bit of a story behind this track. Got it released, and then unfortunately, very very quickly, I got threatened by the record label Playgroup or Playhouse record label or whatever it was, and it was unfortunate. It really was. I was very cordial with responding and contacting the record label initially to say, hey, look, I plan on doing a cover of this track, and not that I needed to have done that. I can well within my right legally do a cover. They get the mechanical royalties and what have you. But unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff that I wasn't privy to, and I think one of those issues was that I think Deadmau5 is quite open about this. For those who don't know, Deadmau5 is Joel Zimmerman, the producer and brainchild behind Deadmau5. I think he had some legal disputes or issues with his master files, which they went back and forth, and I think there's some out of court settlement. But I don't think he has the rights to that track, and that's why I don't think I could cover it. So it's very unfortunate for myself because for those who know me, I love making music just for the fun of it and for the passion. And this particular song, absolutely loved it. I just had to make my own sort of cover and rendition of the track. But unfortunately, I got a threatening email. Like, it was not, I wouldn't even say a threatening email. It was like, take this down or we will sue you. And you with a U. I was going, okay, I'll look him up, and he's one of the guys from the record label. And so I contacted my record label, spoke to my label manager. He was 100% on my side. He said, look, whatever you want to do, we'll go. You're well within your right. I contacted APRA, which is the Australian body here for music, and said, look, you're allowed to do covers. But at the end of the day, I didn't want all the issues, and I thought, I think it's just too much effort. And then I spoke to Dave Dresden, who is one half of Gabriel and Dresden, I think a few years later. And I said, oh man, had some issues with that record label. And he was saying that, that some people are not really nice in that in that area or label. And I think it's well known in the industry, apparently. But look, it is what it is. The legal side of it, it's another aspect in the music world. I don't want to go too much into it because I'm not really familiar with it. I have my label manager who kind of deals with all that sort of stuff. But it was a headache, and from a creative perspective, it really was unfortunate. But I'll give you a sneak peek. Now, tell a lie, this is actually a modified version of the original 2016 version. So I'll just play a little bit of this rework that I was mucking around with. Now it's nothing amazing. I was still being reworking it just for fun. But what I really loved when I released the original was I had this little element here, the Celesta instrument. I'll just isolate that. And then so I added that element in, and I kind of placed that throughout the track, with a bit of delay and reverb. But that was it. And the I didn't use much for this one because I was early days producing music. I didn't have a lot of money. Still don't have a lot of money, but I did buy Silent, and I think the original baseline may have been no, it wasn't Serum. Definitely wasn't Serum because that's I bought that recently in the last couple of years. Um, it would have been. I think it may have been Silent. Yeah, I may have just gone crazy with Silent. My super lead is nothing crazy. Yeah, Eight Voices. Was it Sawtooth? Yep, Sawtooth. I don't know about that. Nothing fantastic as you can see here on my channel. A bit of EQ, compression, reverb, a lot of in-house plugins. I didn't have a lot of plugins back then. Now I've got like ROM and a few other plugins. But that's pretty much it. But then I discovered recently AI. I think everyone is on just talking non-stop about AI these days and what it can do, not only to music but the tech industry, the creative industry. It's revolutionized every aspect. And I'm going to play you this little snippet here, and I think that it just adds an absolute breath of fresh air to the original track. And if I had a singer, a vocalist, oh man, I would love to do this. But check this out and let me know what you think.
I can feel it pulling me closer. Every sound fades into you, pulling me closer.
Yeah, I just thought that was absolutely amazing. I thought, wow, AI is so great. I mean, I didn't do much of it, but it just adds another element to the track, and I was just really, really tempted to work on it, produce it again, and get it released. But I honestly wasn't worth it, so I maybe just might release it for fun. It's still a work in progress. I've got other tracks on the go, which I'll share with you. That's essentially it. That's the track. As you've probably noticed, I really slowed the BPM too. I didn't want it at the 128, which the original track was. I wanted to make it slow, progressive, melodic, and just really cruisy. And I think there's something that adds to it. And I think the best part of releasing this track was just having some great memories of people would message me on my Facebook or my socials and say, hey, look, hey, Tesh, I'm trying to find this song that you did a while ago. I can't find it anywhere. And they said, look, I'll buy it. But I said, man, forget it. Here. So I sent them a download link to. Unfortunately, some people, it's all about the money. I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with making money for music, and I'm all for it. But I think it's a cool little story when people around the world connect of a song that you made. I think that's amazing. So look, there you have it. There's the track, Faxing Berlin. If you're interested, give me a thumbs up. Just mention it in the comment. And then if I get enough feedback, I guess might chuck something out. See you in the next one.